atheist. And if an atheist was true, they would understand and they would acknowledge and admit wholeheartedly that your life has no meaning. You came from nothing. You're going to nothing. You're chemicals. Your life has no meaning. Having babies doesn't make any difference because you're just creating a new generation of people whose lives have no meaning. And in the end, the sun burns up the earth and nothing that ever happened in history means anything.
You were at the last Reason Rally, I remember. I'm sorry my friend flipped you off, but I have a question. Suppose we fall on our knees and all become Christians. Should we be consistent Methodists, Presbyterians, Pentecostals, Baptists, Seventh-day Adventists, Catholics, or Eastern Orthodox?
Talk to these guys.
Because, you see, the thing is, I remember you from the last Reason Rally. The thing is, you tell us that we are not consistent atheists. But we have defined for you what our worldview is, and we live it. In your opinion, we are not consistent.
I have yet to meet one today.
I tell you,
I have yet to meet one.
Our worldview is based on ideas like helping others, concern for the future, concern for our fellow beings. Yes.
The future. You're going to die and fade to black.
Yes. And that makes life more precious.
You have no future.
Life is more precious because of that.
Words like
life is precious because it ends.
Atheism is true.
Yes.
How pathetic.
Yes.
How embarrassing.
It is.
You didn't answer his question.
It does not come from authority. It comes from something.
What about his question?
Shall we be consistent Methodists, Presbyterians, Pentecostals,
I've been consistent all day to tell people.
Baptists.
I've been consistent all day telling you.
Because
I am. I've been consistent all day telling you that I'm not out here to convince you God exists. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to make you guys better atheists, and so far it hasn't happened.
Well, then you're doing a really bad job at being a Christian.
The fact that there are so many denominations of Christianity shows that it is not consistent, because
That's right. Most people who profess to be Christians in America are phonies. Garrett, let me tell you, but we're an equal opportunity offender. We preach out front of a lot more churches than we preach out front of atheist rallies. I preach against many more Christians in a year's time than I do against atheists. I wish I could come across more atheists. I wish there were more atheist rallies. Unfortunately, all we end up with are sporting events and homo parades, but I wish there were more atheist rallies, because atheists are my favorite people to talk to.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on, I'm answering your question. They want me to answer your question. But it is true. There are denominations, and God never wanted denominations. So you should be I'm a Bible-believing, Bible-obeying, born-again Christian. I'm not out here to convince anybody that God is real, because you all know it. I'm not out here, there's plenty of other Christians out here who will tell you about God and everything you want to know about Jesus. I'm out here to make atheists consistent, but as far as denominations go, most of the people in America who claim to be Christians are just as big of phonies as most of you atheists out here, because most people who profess to be Christians, they said their little sinner's prayer, they said their little 20-second sinner's prayer, and their pastor told them they're once saved, always saved, and then they think they get to heaven no matter what, and they're a Christian no matter what throughout their life. They get saved at 14 at Bible camp by saying a little prayer, and then they go right back into a life of drunkenness, fornication, pornography, lying, theft, just like everybody else out there. But they're in more danger because they still think they're a Christian. But at least you atheists know that if God exists, you're not right with him and you're in a lot of trouble.
Answer the question.
I'm answering
it. If an omnipotent being exists, my friend, and it has the power to dictate its message in a way that everyone can.
You're not listening to me.
I am.
I'm here to make atheists better atheists, because I believe.
But why are you out there? Why does God need you to communicate to us and make us better atheists? An omnipotent being should be able to do this himself.
I don't know. I wish he used someone else, so I didn't have to drive this far. I could be on my couch. People say, you guys hate us. I could hate you guys from my couch.
But Yahweh should be able to do this himself. Why is he having a human do his PR work for him?
Because you guys are really inconsistent. That's all I want to do. That's all my goal is.
I'm very consistent,
because I believe the reason why I want to make atheists better atheists is because I believe that no matter what worldview you have, I don't care if you're an atheist, Buddhist, Hindu, Sikh, Christian, whatever, but whatever it is that you believe, I want you to believe it 100%. I want you to test it. You're going to test whether something is true or false by living it out with 100% consistency, 100% faith and belief, and you're going to determine. And it didn't take me very long. You cannot live out an atheistic worldview from start to finish. And
We are doing it right
you
now.
Cannot. No, you can't. No, you're not. You cannot live out a Buddhist lifestyle because Buddhists believe. If this was a Buddhist rally, I'd be out here as well, and I would tell Buddhists who believe everything is illusion. There's nothing real. There's nothing physical. It's all illusion. And once you realize that everything's an illusion, that then you will move to a higher level. Well, I have yet to have a Buddhist give me their wallet and car keys when I ask for it. That leads me to believe that they don't actually believe Buddhism is true, and they believe it's false because they're unwilling to give me their wallet and their car keys that they say are an illusion,
I believe,
but they know it's not.
If we could test the Bible.
What's that?
That would be the imperfect Buddhists. Just like there's imperfect Christians that are trying to be better Christians. Maybe those Christians would, maybe those Buddhists would. But there are people who
Then I'm compelling those Buddhists. I'm compelling those Buddhists to live out their Buddhism as if it's true. And until I see one of, I'll shake the hand of a Buddhist who gives me their wallet and their car keys and says, you know what, it's all just an illusion. Here you go. Give me their cell phone, all of that. But until they're willing to do that, they're a phony. And when somebody claims to be a Christian and we see them out drunk at a sporting event we're preaching at, we rebuke them a lot harder than we rebuke you atheists.
Will you be willing to give up your stuff?
They'll say, I'm a Christian, you have an a-hole, and they're drunk and foul-mouthed and violent and wicked. We call them out on it. We say, you're a phony. You don't believe. You're not a Christian. You're a phony. You're a phony Christian. You say you're a Christian, but you're a phony because you're not obeying his commands. You're drunk and foul-mouthed just like everyone else. We call out phony. We call out phony Christians. We call out phony Buddhists. We call out. But today's just the atheist term.
Well, Jesus said that it's easier for a man to pass
Do you
through.
think that God would approve of you trying to make